Official baseball of Major League Baseball, and the Reds are ready to go. Lars Nootbaar is ready, and so is the voice of the Cardinals, John Rooney.
Thank you very much, Ricky, and here we go from Great American Ballpark. The first pitch of the game, a strike call. 6:42. 74 degrees in Cincinnati, 85 back home in St. Louis. Here's a splitter away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Nootbaar. Wind blowing from left to right field at about 4 to 6 miles an hour. And the ball jumps out of this friendly, small ballpark. Here's a check swing on the splitter, and he went too far. Nootbaar is behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lars had a 3-for-4 game yesterday. 5 hits in his last 25 at-bats. Finally broke an 0-for-20. The pitch to him. Hit hard to the second baseman with a broken bat. That's fielded by Espinal, who throws him out. That's the way our 3-game series begins. No more hits left in that bat.
Reds have been struggling. They did not have a good road trip. We didn't talk much about that, but the Reds had 2 wins to start the road trip as they were playing the Angels. And then after that, they lost 6 out of 7. That was against the last game against the Angels, then a series against Arizona, then the Dodgers. They're really reeling right now. They're not swinging the bat well, and we'll see if the Cardinals can take advantage of that.
The Cardinals have split their last 10 games. Here's a swing, and there's a drive. That's hit to deep right center field by Herrera, and it's a goner. On the first pitch from Littell, Herrera hits his 11th home run of the year, and the Cardinals are on the board.
It is one thing that Littell will do is give up home runs. He doesn't walk a lot of batters, as we've mentioned, but that's the 29th home run that he has allowed. A lot of solo shots, and there was one there by Ivan Herrera.
That brings in Wilson Contreras, still waiting word on his appealing a 6-game suspension. So while he's awaiting word, he's in the lineup for the Cardinals, batting third, 0 for his last 11. He takes a pitch, high and outside, ball 1. How about these uniforms for the Reds? They're City Connect. They're black, numbers in gray, and red trim. The pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. That was hit weakly, but De La Cruz with a strong arm throws out Contreras, 2 down.
Well, mentioned that the uniforms are black, but the gray that you mentioned, you can barely read the numbers, and I think for fans, John, that's kind of a disservice, wouldn't you say? I mean,
it's not the smartest thing to do.
No, you want to see names and numbers and identify players.
The reason we have numbers on uniforms is to identify players.
Right.
If you can't read them, what good are they? Here's a pitch taken high and wide. The cleanup batter is Nolan Gorman in a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. They play Gorman to pull the ball. He swings and misses a split finger pitch. Gorman is 0 for his last 10. 13 home runs, 42 RBIs, batting .221. 0 for 3 with a strikeout facing Littell. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Ivan Herrera hit a home run. Let's see what Gorman can do if he can extend the inning to Mason Wynn. The pitch. Outside for a ball. No Alec Burleson in the lineup, and no Joel Pozo available off the bench. Burleson with a sore wrist. Jimmy Crooks was called up. He'll be making his Major League debut over the weekend. There's a tap foul by Gorman. Cesar Prieto was called up, and he has been consistently getting on base, putting the ball in play for Memphis. So it's Crooks, Hampson, Fermin, and Prieto available off the bench tonight.
A little more power for Crooks, but Prieto has some doubles, 29 doubles, hitting .295 in AAA.
In the first inning in games in the month of August, the Cardinals have now been outscored 20-3, including the home run by Ivan Herrera. The pitch, a tap foul. 2-2 on Nolan Gorman. So Liberatore has been given a run to work with. Let's see if the Cardinals can get him some more. Gorman with tremendous power. The pitch. Outside, and he's been taking some more walks. In the last 7 games, 4 walks to 9 strikeouts. Zach Littell has walked 27 in 155 innings. His pitch, a swing and a miss. Gorman strikes out, the first strikeout for Littell. On an Ivan Herrera home run, the Cardinals have a run, and the Reds are coming to bat at Great American Ballpark.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm not facing it all.
For careers of the future, leading the revolution in higher education. You can learn more at maryville.edu. Ball 1 goes low to T.J. Friedel, lefty facing lefty, with Matthew Liberatore making the start. It's his second of the season against the Reds, the second for his career, and his 9th overall appearance against them. And he deals a strike, a check swing, and it's strike 1 on Friedel. Friedel has 4 hits in his last 13 at-bats, hitting safely in 3 straight. He is 7 for his last 28. An open stance for the left-handed batter. The pitch is swung on, a fly ball left field. Lars Nootbaar moves over to his right, puts it away, 1 out.
But Libby better enjoy that at-bat with Friedel because the rest are right-handed. And that's going to be it. There is a switch hitter in the lineup in Ellie De La Cruz, but he, of course, will bat right-handed against Libby. And, again, this is a lineup that's been struggling lately. Keep them down.
2 left-handed bats available off the bench, Gavin Lux and Will Benson, with Matt McClain and Will Banfield, right-handed hitters, Banfield the backup catcher. And here's Noel V. Marte looking at strike 1 over at the knees. Marte is 1 for 3 head-to-head with Liberatore, who was a losing pitcher May 1st here in Cincinnati, going only 3 innings. The wind-up, the kick, and the pitch. And that is hit hard. Deep left center field and long gone. We're tied at 1. Each number 2 hitter has hit a home run tonight. Ellie De La Cruz is coming to bat.
I think Libby tried to get that fastball in, and it didn't get in enough at 92 miles an hour, a little bit below his normal velocity, and Marte jumped on it.
De La Cruz, a switch hitter, up there right-handed against Matthew Liberatore. So we're on even terms. Liberatore's pitch. Strike called. For De La Cruz, He has homered only once in 55 games, 220 at-bats, going back to June 24th. The pitch by Liberatore, a swing and a miss. Strikeouts have been mounting for him lately. He has struck out 9 times in his last 4 games while going 3 for 18. De La Cruz, when he started his major league career, his first 337 games, he averaged a homer every 23 at-bats. The pitch by Liberatore, that's stroked toward the gap in left center field. That's a problem. The ball goes out toward the warning track, and Church gets to it quickly to keep De La Cruz from getting a triple. Boy, when that headed toward the warning track, I thought, my goodness, he'll be standing on third in no time. But Church was there fast.
He covers some ground. He has a good arm as well. So Church is a valuable guy to have in the outfield. All right, currently, when Jordan Walker first came off the injured list, he wasn't running very well. Right now, Lars Nootbaar is not running very well in left field.
Here's a check swing and a ball high to Miguel Andujar. Andujar is 0 for his last 6, 5 out of his last 20. And came over from the Athletics, batting .307 overall with 84 hits. The go-ahead run is De La Cruz at second base. Pickoff throw back there, and he's just back safely. The throw was right down on the bag, with Sajasi getting there. A timing play, and well-timed. De La Cruz reaching back safely just before Sajasi could put the tag on him. The Cardinals are checking that with the video room and say play on. Bang, bang play at second.
At least keeps him close, doesn't it?
Andujar wearing red batting gloves, holds the bat straight up and down. He swings and fouls a fastball back. Andujar is 30 years old, and he's from the Dominican Republic. Came up with the Yankees in 2017, moved on to Pittsburgh, then to Oakland, and has played for the Athletics. There's a swing and a long drive, and that goes foul down the left field line. That was well struck, way back in the lower level. A ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. Andujar batting with De La Cruz on second in a 1-1 game. Now the pitch by Liberatore, and there's a ground ball base hit to left field. Nootbaar up with it. De La Cruz will stop at third. De La Cruz was waiting to make sure the ball cleared the infield. Then he advanced on the hit by Andujar.
The home run was on a fastball that didn't have his normal velocity, but this was back-to-back sliders. A slider that just sat up there for Andujar, but even before that, the slider to De La Cruz, not as bad a pitch to De La Cruz, but he was just able to go down and get it.
Austin Hayes, he's coming to bat now. 9 hits in his last 27 at-bats with a home run. Hayes, 30 years old. He turned pro out of college in Jacksonville. Andujar has a stolen base, 1 attempt. He takes a lead at first. De La Cruz at third. The pitch, a swing, and there's a high fly hit well to center field. Church will make the play. De La Cruz tags and scores the go-ahead run. A sacrifice fly by Austin Hayes, 2-1 Reds. I mentioned how the Cardinals have been outscored in the first inning of games in August, and they've been outscored in the first inning tonight, 2-1. And they're not finished. Spencer Steer comes up. 16 home runs, 62 RBIs for him. Liberatore holding the ball in the left hand. Works out of the stretch with Andujar at first base. And strike 1, nope, just off the inside corner. Close call. Steers 0 for 1 facing Liberatore. He's wearing white batting gloves, rocking the bat back and forth. The pitch. Fastball down and away, ball 2, 2-0. A home run, a double, a single, a sacrifice fly, and the Reds have a 2-1 lead. Liberatore from the stretch. The pitch. And that's hit hard. Right center field. Church moving back. And he's going to make the catch and backpedal to the warning track in right center. Steer a long fly out. 6 men came to bat, and 2 scored. The Cardinals come up in the second with the Reds leading 2-1.
Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
Ground ball to the third baseman on the first pitch. Brian Hayes, the former Pirate, throws out Wynn, who's 0 for his last 6 and 4 out of his last 27. 1 out. Thomas Saggese delivered a big RBI double yesterday and scored on a Jordan Walker home run. Saggese is the batter now, with Walker popping out to the on-deck circle. The batter's timeout is taken.
Thought Ollie Marmol doing a great job of explaining Saggese, and he understands himself. In fact, he's explained it that way too, that he's a guy that people know likes to swing the bat. He's a free swinger, so he's trying to learn to be a little more selective and change that thought.
Littell's pitch is taken high for a ball.
Because once a team knows that you're going to swing the bat, they're not going to throw you strikes anymore.
Littell working from the first base side of the rubber out of the stretch. He pitches a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike as Saggese was trying to hit that one off the big scoreboard high above the stands in left field. Thomas has 1 home run that he hit at Fenway Park in the month of April. The pitch to him, a hanger of a curveball up and in, 2-1. Our featured station tonight is KRMO in Cassville, Missouri. We welcome you to the Cardinal broadcast from Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. A swing, and there's a high fly ball. That's hit down the left field line, and that ball is going to go off the wall. Thomas Saggese was able to pull the ball and pick up a double, his 11th of the year. Let's pause for an ID here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Ron Schulte is our producer-engineer. Along with Ricky Orton, I'm John Rooney in Cincinnati. Here's Jordan Walker. Walker takes a fastball, and that's low for a ball. That ball kept carrying and carrying to the left field corner, and no play for Austin Hayes, who was way over in left center field. So Saggese takes his lead at second. Walker's trying to pick him up. Jordan swings and misses a slider that was off the outside corner.
Bad chase there for Jordan. Good at bat, though, for Sajasi. Now, you'd almost call that a fly ball double. It hit right in the middle of the warning track, short hop the wall, and easy double for him.
Now the pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike on Jordan Walker. Right-hander facing right-hander. 29-year-old Zach Littell. A look to second base. The pitch. Walker hits a ground ball to the shortstop. De La Cruz booted it. There's an error and everybody's safe. So JC is on third. Walker at first base on the E6.
De La Cruz led baseball in errors last year. He's probably going to do that this year. That's his 21st error at shortstop. Now, he's a great player, does a lot of great things, but defense is definitely a challenge for him.
Well, it won't be long until we'll be around the holiday time and let Cardinal special events. Let that team help you plan a memorable party for your guests in Busch Stadium or Cardinals Nation. For more information, visit cardinals.com/holiday parties. Pedro Pages takes ball 1.
Make that error hurt.
Pages went 2 for 4 his last outing. For August, he's batting .340 with a .400 on-base percentage. He has 17 hits. The pitch. Check swing and a ball low. 2 balls, no strikes. Of the 17 hits, he has 8 runs scored, 3 doubles, 3 homers in those hits, 12 runs batted in, and has walked 4 times. So JC is the tying run over at third base. Walker leads at first. The pitch. Pages fouls it back. He had a pitch out over the plate and couldn't center it. 2-1 on the Cardinals catcher. Batting 8th in the lineup, the rookie Nathan Church wears uniform number 27 on the road grade jersey, waits on deck. The left field corner is unguarded. And here's Littell. The pitch on the way. Pages takes a strike. Delayed call by the home plate umpire, DJ Rayburn.
Getting a good idea just how big Jordan Walker is. He's standing near Spencer Steer, their first baseman, and the top of Spears' head is about shoulder height on Jordan Walker. Literally a head taller.
Pages uses the batter's timeout. From the stretch, there goes Walker, a step off and a throw to second base. The tag, he's out. Oh, my goodness. Where a fly ball deep enough to the outfield could have tied the game, now we have 2 outs. The Cardinals are checking with the video room on the tag to see if they want a challenge, and they do not.
He thought he had a tell, but he either left just a tad too soon. And stealing on the pitch, I'm okay with that to stay out of the double play with Pages, but getting picked off, that's a different story.
Now a 2 away, runner at third. Pages swings, he pops that one up behind home plate, no play. That's a souvenir. New ball thrown to the mound to Zach Littell. The Cardinals had first and third, 1 out. Pages has been hitting the ball well through the month of August. He had a dry spell, but snapped out of that by going 2 for 4 his last game. The pitch is swung on, and there's a drive. That's hit deep to left field. It's going to go. A 2-run homer for Pedro Pages. He hit that to the second level in left field. That's the way to pick up Jordan Walker.
Oh, you bet. That's a perfect antidote to the frustration of Walker getting picked off. Pages following with a big fly. A 2-out homer into the second deck here at Great American Ballpark. The Cardinals with 2 home runs already in this game. Again, Littell gives up a bunch of them.
And here's Nathan Church. Nathan went 0 for 15 to begin his big league career. Got his first major league hit and a home run in the same game. He takes outside ball 1. 3 out of 24, playing in his 9th game. 6 runs scored, a homer, 5 RBIs, a stolen base. He has been hit by a pitch, a sacrifice bunt, and a sacrifice fly. And he sends a fly ball to rather deep left field, caught on the track by Austin Hayes, backpedaling about 4 or 5 feet from the wall. But the Cardinals scored 2 runs. There was an error, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second with the Cardinals leading Cincinnati.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
3 consecutive hits. There's a line drive down the left field line. That's going to hit down foul.
The batter at the plate, Trevino, hit a home run against Liberatore in kind of an odd game on the 1st of May here at Great American Ballpark. Liberatore started that game, and then there was a rain issue, a long rain, and he wasn't able to stay in, so he only went 3 innings in that game, gave up 2 runs. That was the home run by Trevino and ended up with the loss in that game.
Trevino back to the plate with an 0-2 count. Matthew Liberatore into the windup and the pitch to the Cincinnati catcher, and that's fouled out of play off to the right. Are you ready for a throwback?
Yes.
25-cent drinks are back at On the Run. Get yours the day after the Cardinals score 6. They're halfway there tonight.
Had to think about it.
Only for a limited time and only at On the Run. There's a ball that's popped down the left field line, and that's drifting toward the foul territory, and it is foul down the left field line and actually caught. It was caught down the left field line with Newbar moving into foul territory.
Newbar made the play. He seemed reluctant. He wanted Mason Wynn to catch that ball. There's something going on with Lars either seeing the baseball.
It looked funny because Mason was running right toward Newbar, and then I lost Newbar as he crossed the line down there toward the sidewall. Wasn't quite sure he was able to hold on, but he did.
Glad he caught it.
Me too. Trevino is out, and here's Key Brian Hayes. The right-handed batter from Tomball, Texas, takes strike 1. Charlie Hayes' son. 0 for his last 13, 5 hits in his last 23 at-bats. He holds the bat right down on the knob and takes a fastball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Against Liberatore, Hayes is 4 for 15, a double and 2 RBIs. Libby has struck him out twice. The next pitch, Hayes gets that one in the air to right field, and there's a play for Walker. He has lots of room, waits, and makes the catch. 2 down. Ricky Horton is prepping, feverishly preparing for the 3rd inning. And that's going to feature the top of the order, Newbar, Herrera, and Wilson Contreras. Santiago Espinal, 30 years old, from the Dominican Republic, 0 for 4 head-to-head with Liberatore.
Tell you, both teams are taking hacks in this game, aren't they? And there are a lot of long fly ball outs. Could have a high-scoring game.
Here's a swing, and this is popped up to the right of home plate. Pajes over by the dugout, and the ball hit the dugout roof.
I think both managers are going to want to bring somebody in at some point in the middle innings that's the swing and miss type guy, because right now Liberatore's not that. Neither is Zach Littell, and the hitters are just licking their chops.
Well, they're in there swinging from their heels. Diving out over the plate. We've had a total of 5 runs on 6 hits so far in this game. The pitch. Slider and a strike called. That was a good one. Came through the back door, and it's 0-2 on Espinal. Espinal 0 for his last 5, only 1 hit in his last 12 at-bats with a run batted in. Liberatore's pitch to the right-handed batter, a foul ball back, and that was a high pitch. 93 on the fastball, about letter high.
I think he was trying to go up in the zone, trying to get the swing and miss because the swings have been so good down, trying something different to change the eye level, maybe back it up with an off-speed pitch here.
The pitch by Liberatore jammed him, and a slow roller to Contreras. The race is on with Liberatore just getting there a step ahead of Espinal.
And he barehanded that flip from Contreras, too, because the throw was a little bit behind him, and a left-handed pitcher, the hand is easier to just catch it in your bare hand. Well done.
Great moments.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I feel fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance, not the life I
Into a bunch of pieces. They play him to pull on the infield, and the next delivery to him is hit in the air to a left center field. That's pretty well hit, but it's going to be handled in left by Hayes, and it is out number 1. A lot of fly ball outs in this game. The Cardinals have a 3-2 lead thanks to the 2-run home run by Pedro Pajes in the second after Herrera, who's batting now, homered in the first inning. Graybar is your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to power, connect, or maintain your operation.
Yep.
Graybar does that. Littell delivers a off-speed pitch, and that's a called strike. That looked more like a slider than a split to me. I believe that's what it was. We'll see what the... Yep. That was a slider. Next delivery is hit sharply into right field for a hit. Contreras goes the other way, and he's 2 for 2. A homer to right, now a single to right, as he hit that one over the first baseman Steer's head. And he didn't have any time to react anyway. That ball was blistered by Ivan Herrera. 105 off the bat. He'll take that. So it'll be Contreras to bat, who is 1 for his last 15, including the homestand, but 0 for 12 as part of that. First pitch to him is fouled back. He had a really good hack there. Leads the Cardinals with 19 homers and 73 RBIs. He's having a Wilson Contreras year. Hitting .255. And this is a ballpark that cannot hold him. Next pitch to him is fouled back, and he may have expanded his zone a little bit. Oh, there's going to be... No wonder he got tied up. There was a catcher's interference. He hit the glove of Trevino, and he's the one that turned to the home plate umpire right away, DJ Rayburn, and said, I believe that was catcher's interference. He was right. Rayburn was right. The Reds took a look at it, and they said play on. So they agree that Wilson called it right. So a catcher's interference, that's going to be an error on Trevino, the catcher. Runners at first and second with one out, and Gorman at the plate. Nolan bats from the left side. First pitch to him is hammered, but fouled on the right field line. Just a tad too quick, as Nolan has not hit the Reds very well. We mentioned that. 144 in his career against Cincinnati. They've got his number for some reason. 0 for his last 11 with a first-inning strikeout here tonight. 2 runners on, 1 out. The pitch to Gorman is hit sharply to right field. Sinking line drive. That's a hit. As the runner at second, Herrera, was going to have to wait just a bit to make sure that wasn't caught. He is only at third base. Played it safely, as he should have, as that ball was a sinking line drive. Cardinals with 2 hits in the inning, and they've loaded the bases for Mason Wynn.
Well, only 3 innings the last time out for Littell. A no decision on Friday where he gave up 3 runs, a homer, 4 hits. He walked 3, struck out 3, and got up to 77 pitches through 3 innings.
Infield is back for Mason Wynn. First pitch to him is a splitter for a strike. They said he was not very sharp last time, and he has not been sharp so far in this game. 3 runs and 5 hits for the Cardinals. Next delivery to Mason Wynn is hit foul off to the right. 0-2. Mason has been one of the best Cardinal hitters with hitting in runners in scoring position. He's hitting .311 on the season. He has 26 doubles. Bases are full of Cardinals, and the 0-2 pitch to Wynn is fouled back. That was too good of a pitch. 0-2.
I thought it was interesting how the Reds had Ke'Bryan Hayes set up closer to the shortstop, De La Cruz, than to third base. But just before the 0-2 pitch was fouled off, he moved over only about 10 feet away from the line now.
And another 0-2 pitch coming up, and that's lined down the right field line. That's a hit. That's going to score at least 1 as Herrera scores. And staying at third is Contreras. And Wynn continues to hit with runners in scoring position. It's now 4-2 St. Louis. A classic Mason Wynn hit when you think he's bailing out too much to be able to hit that ball away, yet he's able to line it into that right field area. Well done. Cardinals have scored in every inning so far, and they're not done yet. Bases loaded for Segue. 6 hits now for the Cardinals in support of Matthew Liberatore. First pitch to Segue is up and in for a ball. Backed him off the plate a bit.
Well, I thought that was interesting, though, with Hayes over on the third base side, Ricky. Yeah. And the outfielder, Hayes, playing in left center. Had Mason dropped one inside the third base bag, it would have cleared the bases.
That pitch is outside, 2-0.
But they moved Ke'Bryan Hayes over closer to the bag in the event Mason hit the ball on the ground there. But fortunately, Mason got a pitch up and away and took it the other way for an RBI.
On an 0-2 count, too. Good piece of hitting, as they say. 2-0 pitch to Segue is a swing and a miss. I understand a piece of paper, I understand a piece of pizza, but a piece of hitting? Kind of a weird saying, isn't it? That's what we say, though. I hope we have a good piece of hitting here on a 2-1 count. Here it comes. Pitch is a broken bat pop-up right side of the infield. And in foul territory, Steer makes the play as most of the bat, or at least half of it, goes down the left field line towards the screen past the Cardinals dugout. They're going to retrieve that now. That was not a good swing by Sajasi, who pops out and leaves the bases loaded for Jordan Walker.
That's 2 bats Littell has broken tonight.
Cardinals could use a knockout blow here as they lead 4-2. Walker at the plate has 34 RBIs. The pitch to Jordan is a pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Littell is not overpowering right now, but I must say, neither is Matthew Liberatore.
A lefty, Maul, is throwing in the bullpen for the Reds.
1-0 pitch is taken low, 2-0. Yeah, Littell doesn't look solid to me. A run in the first for the Cardinals, 2 in the second, 1 here in the third. They've got the bases loaded and 2 outs. A 2-0 pitch for Jordan Walker is hit foul off to the right side and out of play, 2-1.
I'll put my order in right now for a piece of hitting and a bottle of water.
Okay. I want a bottle of runs. Piece of hitting and a bottle of runs. How about that? Walker at the plate. The 2-1 pitch to him is a called strike in at the knees. Looked like a little slider. Not much to that pitch.
That was a slide piece right there.
Slide piece, that's right. I say that. I guess everything's a piece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Walker asked for time.
And this watch is a timepiece.
It is.
It is 7:24 Eastern Time.
1 more strike left for Walker. Chance to drive in some runs. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He struck him out. That's 2 strikeouts for Littell, and that's a big one. He kind of got out of that inning somehow, some way, but he did give up a run. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Cardinals 4, Reds 2.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I feel fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I made it innocent. I'm feeling discontent. I'm only facing it The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I made it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm only facing it all.
Takes a pitch, called a ball, but it was a strike, and I think the fact that Friedel was showing bunt may have confused our home plate umpire there. He just missed that one. So it's 2-0. Friedel flied out to left his first time. The Reds trailing the Cardinals 4-2. Next pitch is a little bit outside, and that one did just miss the outside corner, but man, Libby's getting squeezed here in the bottom of the third inning. He is retired 5 straight Reds, but in danger of losing Friedel, and he just lost him. 4 straight pitches, and a leadoff walk brings in Marte. He represents the potential tying run here, and Marte homered in the first inning off of Libby. And again, I would say Libby's not sharp here. He just doesn't look sharp to me. He gave up 2 runs in the first inning. He did get 3 outs in the next inning, but he does not have swing and miss stuff, that's for sure. Friedel runs well, takes his lead, and there's a pitch outside, ball 1. Rayburn behind the plate. It's Sean Barber at first, Steven Jasinski at second base, and James Hoy is the crew chief, and he's over at third. Libby checks the runner, holds, and delivers home, and a strike on the inside corner. A changeup by Libby at 87. Terry Francona is the manager of the Cincinnati Reds. Longtime player, 3-time manager of the year. Brad Mills is his bench coach. Next pitch to Marte is a curveball for a strike.
Terry Francona and Brad Mills played on those Denver teams in the Montreal organization.
They sure did. Go way back with
and
those
played
two.
with the Expos.
Freddie Benavides is one of their coaches also. He's been a longtime coach here. Very well respected. Chris Valleca is their hitting coach, and Derek Johnson, their pitching coach. 1-2 the count, and a move to first and back safely is Friedel. Four runs on 6 hits for the Cardinals, 2 runs on 3 hits for Cincinnati. Libby set, and the pitch, and that is hit sharply to right field. In comes Walker. He gets it on one hop. His throw to second base is wild and past Mason Wynn, but backed up by Nolan Gorman, the Cardinal third baseman. So a base hit the other way for Marte, and 2 runners on and nobody out. Oh, boy. Missouri Botanical Garden is hosting its annual Japanese Festival August 30th through September 1st. Get a taste of Japanese culture in one of the largest Japanese gardens in North America. Visit ExploreSt.Louis.com to learn more. Visited that just last fall. Off-speed pitch is low for a ball to Ellie De La Cruz. Also a great place to go around wintertime, the Botanical Garden. So much going on in St. Louis, so if you're coming in from, let's say, Cassville, Missouri, or anywhere else beyond that, coming into St. Louis, ExploreSt.Louis.com. There's a strike in at the knees. Good pitch. Folks in Cassville, listen in on KRMO, our featured station here tonight. Michael McGreevy, 5-2, will start game 2 tomorrow against Andrew Abbott, who's a tough lefty, 8-4. And our pregame show begins at 4:45. Next delivery is a changeup, and a good one. Changeup's been his best pitch, I would say. He's getting more strikes with it anyway. And he's ahead of De La Cruz, 1-2, who will strike out from time to time, about 151 times. The Cardinals would love to double up De La Cruz. A breaking pitch is high. And don't laugh at me when I say double up De La Cruz.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure somebody was. If you asked a trivia question, what Red has hit into more ground-out double plays this season, the answer would surprise folks. It's this guy, De La Cruz. Next pitch to him is taken low, and Pajes was threatening to throw to second, but we've got a 3-2 count now. Ellie De La Cruz has hit into 12 double plays. Now, there have been times where he has not been running well because of coming back from injury, etc. Still amazes me. Feels like a big pitch here from Libby. The 3-2 pitch is blooped into center field. In comes Church. He makes the catch on the run. He took a hit away from De La Cruz. Boy, a good jump there by Nathan Church. That's out number 1 before Andujar bats. Let's pause for station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Along with the voice of the Cardinals, John Rooney, Ryan Schulte, our producer-engineer, I'm Ricky Horton. 2 on, 1 out, and a changeup, a called strike. Again, one of the best pitches that Libby has right now. That was not even well located.
It wasn't. It was a hanger, but taking all the way on Duhar has a strike.
He had a single his first time up. Next delivery to him is fouled back. He was looking for the fastball there. Libby's fastball is topping out at 92, and most of them are 91. That is not the normal velocity of Libby, but he's trying to pitch his way through it. A ground ball double play will help in that regard. Andujar, by the way, one of the top batters in baseball against lefties. 0-2 is the count, and the next pitch is hit foul off to the right. Andujar came over from the A's. He is a 30-year-old from the Dominican Republic. He's hit .375 against lefties. Actually better than that with his base hit in the first inning. Friedel, the runner at second, Marte at first, and Andujar at the plate. Next delivery to him, a curveball is fouled back. That one hung a little bit. Andujar hitting .307, coming into play with 9 homers, has a chance to do some damage here. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. They struck him out with a changeup. And Libby has got that pitch working, and that's where you just got to go with it. If that's not what you plan to use, but it's what's working, change the plan. He's got good location with that. And what's odd is he's throwing his changeup at 89 and his fastball at 91.
But just enough of a difference.
Right.
And location has helped him, too.
No question. So it's Austin Hayes who had a sacrifice fly his first time, and he fouls that breaking pitch off. Looks like Austin Hayes is just coming to the plate swinging the bat. And he may have hurt himself with that swing. He fouled that off his knee, perhaps. Got his helmet off. And he is not happy about whatever he just did.
Austin Hayes is putting together a pretty good season. 11 home runs, 54 runs batted in. His 5th sacrifice fly put up the second run of the first inning for the Reds.
Gave them the lead at the time. That foul ball hit him in the ankle. And I'm guessing he's been hit there a few times, and that's why he's doing that walk. He's tired of it. Still runners at first and second. That's how the inning started. Now they're 2 outs, and it's Hayes at the plate. And the pitch to him is up and in. He almost walked into that. Boy, he is right on top of the plate and in the front of the box, too. He's one of those divers. Lloyd Bridges. The 1-1 delivery. Here it comes. That's hit hard into center field, but it's going to be caught by Church on the run. He's made 2 plays like that in this inning, and somehow Libby gets out of it. The Reds strand 2 runners. We go to the 4th, and the Cardinals maintain their 4-2 lead.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball.
again, and he bats for the second time and hits that one in the air on the left side of the infield, and it's De La Cruz calling for it, and he's able to make the play, and that is out number one, and that's how the top of the fourth inning starts. Build-A-Bear Workshop Day is Sunday, September 7th. 10,000 kids, that's a lot of kids, 10,000 kids ages 15 and younger, entering with a ticket will go home with a stadium-exclusive Build-A-Bear Workshop Cardinals Bear. There's a lot of adjectives there. Visit cardinals.com/promotions for more information. You're going to love that. The Build-A-Bear, it's always popular, and 10,000 kids, so get your tickets for Sunday, September 7th. It's strike one on Church, who takes a pitch low. 1-1. Church lined out to left his first time. He went to El Toro High School in California. As he swings through a fastball. And that's where Nolan Arenado went to high school. He was selected as having the best arm among outfielders in all of the Cardinal organization. And he fouls that next pitch off, and also the best defensive outfielder. So he's a definite asset to have. A little slow in terms of the average at the get-go here, but he's been in the middle of things. He's created things, runs well. Hard not to like Nathan Church. The next pitch to him is low.
Well, you get Scott back. You can put Church left field or right field. He does a great job in center. But a versatile player, extremely talented, and regarded as a very good baseball player.
2-2 pitch is grounded to the right side. It's handled by Steer. He spins and fires to Littell covering. And that ball goes down the line. He's got a double or a triple on that. But it was well played, so it's out number two. Imagine an outfield just for fun of Church and Scott and Ciani. I mean, for certain pitchers, you wouldn't mind having an outfield like that. Just
Not much could drop.
No, they definitely couldn't. All three of those guys have been really good on the defensive side. So it's Lars Nootbaar who's 0 for 2 in this game. And he takes a strike delivered on the outside corner. And Littell's starting to get better here as he got out of that bases-loaded jam last inning, and now he's retired the first two batters in the fourth. Don't let him settle down. Swinging a foul off to the left. Zach Littell. Oh-2 delivery to Nootbaar. Taken high. Never got to play with Mark Littell, Cardinal pitcher, but I did have a spring training with him, and what a wonderful human being. Really likable guy. The 1-2 pitch is hit in the air to right field. That's going to stay in the ballpark. He just missed it, though. Settling under it is the right fielder, Marte, and Nootbaar is retired. He's 0 for 3, and the Cardinals were 0 for 3 that inning, sending us to the bottom of the fourth inning, 4-2 Cardinals.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since
really broke out last year with the Reds with the bat. He hits that one in the air to right field, and Jordan Walker moves in, and he settles under it, and it's out number one. That was an easy play for Jaywalk. When I say easy, I mean easy for a big leaguer, but not sure I'd have caught it. Not sure how many people here at the ballpark would have caught it. Crowd's filling in nicely here at Great American Ballpark as Jose Trevino will bat. Trevino flied out to left his first time. Reds wearing their black uniforms with the red trim. There's a strike delivered to Trevino. Really good catcher. Also a delightful guy. He was our guest a couple years ago at Friday night over at Lowe's. One strike pitch is a swing and a miss. He was with the Yankees at the time. It just came over, friend of Benji Molina's, and just kind of hung out with Mike Claiborne and I. Were you there that day?
No, I wasn't, but I heard the show.
Yeah, and he was just very delightful and very open.
I've been around him a couple of times. Just a wonderful person. Very hard worker.
And he's got an 0-2 count. Next pitch to him is hit into center field, and Church again comes in and makes the same play he's made 3 times in the last 2 innings. So 2 fly ball outs, and Ke'Bryan Hayes will bat. Focal Point and Cardinals Care are teaming up for the Broken Bat Tree Planting Program. Every time a Cardinals pitcher breaks an opposing player's bat, we bring it up, we talk about it. Focal Point will plant a tree at a local park or a school. I love that program. That's Focal Point, landscaping partner of the Cardinals for decades, and friends of mine for decades. Strike one on Ke'Bryan Hayes, who flied out to right his first time. He is an outstanding defensive player, and the offense has kind of waned a bit after a great start to his career. And he's had some good moments, too. Good moments against the Cardinals, in fact. But just 4 homers and 42 RBIs. Next pitch to him is top of the zone, but a little bit too high at 93, evening the count at 1-1. Maybe they're using the slow gun today. Everything just seems slow from the pitching point of view. Both pitchers. 1-1 delivery. Here it comes. Curveball, and that is a little bit high. 2-1. So there was the ray gun and then the jugs gun. And both were in play in the 80s and 90s. And one was about 4 miles an hour faster than the other. The 2-1 delivery is a good fastball this time, but it misses high and away. That was 94 from Libby. That's the first time we've seen that number. So, you get stopped by one of our fine police officers. The 3-1 pitch is fouled back, and they say you were doing this. You should ask him, is that the jugs gun or the ray gun? No, you probably shouldn't ask him that.
No, it would not be a good idea.
I think
it was the gun I have, and this is the one that counts.
You should lead with "I'm sorry," probably. That would be better. Payoff pitch coming up to Ke'Bryan Hayes. Here it comes from Liberatore. It's a swing and a foul.
And if you get stopped going the wrong way on a one-way street, don't say, well, I was only going one way.
Yeah, don't say that.
That's not good.
They're not into humor at that time, are they?
No, they're not.
I don't blame them. So at the time, the fast gun was used in college, and the slow gun was used in the big leagues, oddly enough. The 3-2 pitch, here it comes, and that's low for a ball. So Ke'Bryan Hayes works a 2-out walk. And after that, the slow gun has kind of started to go out of vogue because on big national games in the World Series, they would use the fast gun because they wanted the pizzazz of saying a pitch was 95. Even though it was 91 or 92. And so the fast gun became the gun, and that's where we are. And the difference between the guns is where you pick up the velocity. Is it right out of the hand, or is it halfway to the plate or close to the plate? There's a breaking pitch for a strike. Good curveball to Santiago Espinal, who doesn't swing and miss very much. One of the lowest swing and miss rates in all of baseball. Grounded out his first time and takes a pitch low. Espinal from the Dominican Republic. He has 3 countrymen in this lineup joining him. from the DR. There's a looping liner into center field. That's a hit. So some damage here with 2 outs. A walk to Hayes, a base hit for Espinal, and now Libby's going to have some pitches with stress here to T.J. Friedel, the left-handed batting center fielder for Cincinnati. And beware the bunt here, too. Even though there's a man on second base, I think, because he's a lefty, and
you have Marte up after him.
You have Marte up after him. Gorman's been having a hard time throwing. I wouldn't be averse to, if I was Terry Francona, to bunting here. Friedel's good at doing it, too. First pitch to him is outside for a ball. A fly out to left and a walk for Friedel, who's been hit by a pitch 14 times. He's up on the plate. The next delivery to him is a called strike. Good fastball. Interesting, the velocity's starting to increase now for Libby as he works in the 4th inning. Maybe he's unlocked something here. Needs to make a pitch to Friedel. The 1-1 delivery is hit in the air down the left field line. It's going towards the line, foul territory. Nootbaar comes over and can't quite get there. He runs out of room.
The Mets have a 5-0 lead over the Marlins in the bottom of the 2nd at Citi Field. The Pirates Red Sox 0-0, bottom of the 3rd. Brewers at the Blue Jays. No score, bottom of the 3rd on our scoreboard update, brought to you by Medica.
Hoping for something different in that Mets game. But here's what it is. The 1-2 delivery to Friedel from Liberatore is taken low. And you know what players will always say, and they're right, and coaches, and man, take care of your own business. You take care of your own business.
Or is it mind your own business?
Well, sometimes they say that, too. And the business is at hand here in Cincinnati. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Friedel. And the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's a big strikeout for Liberatore, just his 2nd here tonight. And it sends us to the 5th inning. Cardinals leading the Cincinnati Reds 4-2.
Let's see if we can figure out the following.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it
Lead 4-2. The pitch to Ivan. He swings, grounds it to the 3rd baseman. Brian Hayes throws him out, and Herrera's out for the first time tonight. 2 out of 3 now with a homer, a single, and 2 runs scored for him. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts
and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of
the St. Louis Cardinals, brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, a great law
firm.
Zach Littell pitches to Wilson Contreras. A swing and a miss. Wilson going after the splitter that worked down and away from the right-handed batting first baseman. Wilson was on catcher's interference. He was left at third when the Cardinals left the bases loaded in the third. Contreras checks his swing, takes outside, no swing, according to Sean Barber, the first base coach, or first base umpire. The first base coach, Stubby Clapp, agreed with him, too. The pitch by Littell. Down and away.
Since we are at both the beginning of this road trip and nearing the end of it at the same time, somehow, I think I should
Only a 3-gamer.
Yeah, tell folks about the upcoming homestand, which includes the A's, September 1 through 3. Nikki Glazer Day will be on Monday night.
The pitch to Wilson fouled off the end of the bat, 2-2.
Of course, that's Labor Day, and then we have Hello Kitty Night on Tuesday.
Hello
Kitty, and a Mystery Hall of Fame magnet will be on Wednesday as the Cardinals take on the A's. Be interesting to watch that team play.
We have our Champions Club broadcast on Tuesday.
We do. And then September 5th, it's the San Francisco Giants.
So we have the Northern California teams in, the A's and the Giants on the next homestand. Contreras takes inside. It had been away to get to a 2-2 count. Then an inside fastball gets Contreras off the plate.
And on the 5th, we begin Hall of Fame weekend, but it's also the celebration of the 85 Cardinals National League Championship team.
And here's strike 3 called on the outside corner. Contreras is out on strikes, the third strikeout for Zach Littell. Littell will pitch to Nolan Gorman. Gorman singled to right field and was left on in the third inning. He struck out the first time up. Now the Reds play him to pull with the shortstop De La Cruz up the middle about as far as he can go without a violation. The first pitch in for a strike. The third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes, is playing like a shortstop. The outfielder straight away. In some in left field, Austin Hayes. Littell with the pitch. Gorman swings through a four-seam fastball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Felt like it was going to be a 12-11 game at the beginning of this game, and it may still be before it's over, but both pitchers have settled down some.
Mason Wynn drove in a run in the third. Since then, 7 in a row been retired by Littell. The 0-2 pitch coming up for Nolan Gorman. That is strike 3 called at the knees. Halfway through the game, the Cardinals lead in Cincinnati 4-2.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell.
Let's see if you can figure out.
Run in the first inning. Marte's 12th of the year. Then a base hit to right in the third. The pitch to Marte. Fouled off into the Cardinal dugout and back out.
And another strike with a changeup for Liberatore, who's trying to maintain this 4-2 lead. He started off slowly in this game, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits to the first 4 batters that he faced, including a sacrifice fly to the 5th guy, and he was having a hard time getting outs, but he has been much better since then.
Liberatore with the 0-2 pitch. Here it is for Noelvi Marte, a swing and a foul. So we pause for an ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. A swing and a miss. Marte strikes out. Friedel struck out to end the 4th, leaving 2 on, and Marte goes down on strikes. The 3rd strikeout of the night, opening the 5th inning. Are you planning a trip to St. Louis from Cassville, Missouri, or anywhere in Cardinals Nation? Remember, visit ExploreSt.Louis.com and make it a great trip. Ellie De La Cruz lined out to center his last time up. He doubled and scored and takes a curveball low and away. De La Cruz bats right-handed against the left-hander Liberatore. 3 hits in the last 11 at-bats for De La Cruz. The pitch, he fouls that out of play, off to the right.
What a comfortable night here at Great American Ballpark. The temperature is 72, and I love saying this, the feels-like temperature is 72. And not that long ago, we were dealing with feels-like temperatures in the low 100s.
The windup by Liberatore, the 1-1 pitch with 1 out, and that's fouled back to the screen. 1-2 on deck, Miguel Andujar. Andujar, the former Yankee, a single and a strikeout. De La Cruz, a double and a lineout. Liberatore swings into the windup. The tall left-hander pitches. Strike 3 called. 3 strikeouts in a row for Liberatore. That's his 4th in tonight's game here at Cincinnati.
Speaking of Andujar, as we are going to be celebrating the 85 National League Championship team next Friday at home, and going to have 22 people representing that team. It's very kind of a melancholy thought for me that we don't have our Andujar, who of course went by Andujar, but Andujar was his name.
Here's a fastball, and that's taken a little bit low.
At the time, a lot of Latin players just let it be kind of said how you would say it in English, and Joaquin Andujar was such a key part of that team, and just a really terrific teammate and a very good Cardinal.
The next pitch is looped into center field, a base hit. Andujar is on for the 2nd time. He's 2 out of 3. His hit comes with 2 outs in the 5th inning, bringing Austin Hayes to the plate. Hayes drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. That was his 5th sacrifice fly of the year, giving him 54 runs batted in.
I believe Thomas Ajacey just jumped to catch a ball that was 40 feet over his head. I mean, that's ambition. That's a guy playing hard.
From the stretch, Liberatore checks on first base. He kicks and deals. A strike called. Fastball knee high, outer half. The Reds and Cardinals are even in the hit column, 6 all, but the Cardinals lead 4-2. 2 outs in the 5th, the pitch. And there's a ball in the air, center field, hit well, but not well enough to get past Nathan Church. He has it. The Reds strand another runner. They've left 6 on. And we go to the 6th in Cincinnati, game 1 of the 3-game series, 4-2 Cardinals.
Weather. Great moments in baseball have been broadcast.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I feel fearless. Exaggerated, that's
Littell is still in the game. He deals outside. Ball 1 to Mason Wynn. Wynn is the last Cardinal base runner. He drove in a run in the third. Big swing and a miss here, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
I give both Littell and Liberatore credit because I wouldn't have guessed either one of them would be in the 5th inning, the way this game started.
Littell kicks, he deals, and Mason Wynn gets into one, sending it high in the air, left center field. Austin Hayes comes trotting in to make the play. 9 in a row have been set down by Littell. And Thomas Ajacey is the batter. Crown Hall at Budweiser Brewhouse in Ballpark Village is St. Louis's new go-to live music venue, featuring a Southern-inspired food menu, expertly crafted cocktails, and live music every night. Learn more at stlballparkvillage.com. Ajacey, a double, a run scored, and a foul out to the first baseman. Ajacey pops this up, and calling for it, the third baseman. Hayes in fair territory now. He makes the catch. He was only about 20 feet away from home plate.
Kind of feels like the early home runs in this game have got everybody thinking launch angle and trying to hit the ball in the air, and they're getting jammed, and the pitchers have found a way to exploit that and get you to pop up. And there have been a lot of outs in the air. I mean, a ton of them.
Here's Jordan Walker. Walker struck out, leaving the bases loaded in the third. The Cardinals added a run in the third inning for their 4-2 lead. But the Cardinals left some runs on the table. Here's strike 1 to Walker. Walker has reached on an error. He has a caught stealing and a strikeout tonight. He's 0 for 2.
Cardinals have made 5 outs in the air. The Reds have made 10. It's a lot.
The 0-1 outside. Zach Littell pitching for the Cincinnati Reds. Right-hander against right-hander. Walker swings, and he lifts that one toward right center field. Moving over is Marte to put it away. The Cardinals are out in order. 11 straight have been retired by Littell. The Reds come up in the 6th with the Cardinals leading 4-2.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm not replacing it all.
Center field. And a fly ball to Walker in right. Walker comes in a few steps in right field. As Liberatore pitches on 1 strike, and there's a high fly hit to deep center. Church back at the wall. He runs out of room. And it's 4-3 Cardinals as Steer leads off the 6th inning with his 17th home run of the year. That was a high pitch, and Steer was able to catch up to it.
Well, as I mentioned, a lot of outs in the air, but a lot of home runs in the air, too. One for Steer, one for Marte, one for Herrera, one for Pajes. And we're tied in the home run battle, but the Cardinals fortunately have that one-run lead. We'll see if Libby can finish strong here in the sixth inning. I would guess this is his last inning.
Here's Jose Trevino, who checks his swing and takes a little bit high. The windup, the kick, and the pitch for Trevino. There's a strike called, and it's 1-1 strike. Alcala is warming for the Cardinals in the bullpen, backing up Liberatore. The 1-1, that's fouled out of play, headed toward the upper deck off to our right. Come on out and join us on Labor Day. Nikki Glazer Day is Monday, September 1st. Fans with a themed ticket will take home a Nikki Glazer bobblehead. Celebrate with the Cards. Tickets at cardinals.com/theme. It's the Cardinals' first ever female bobblehead. There's a ball lined toward right center. Walker's going to have to play it on a bounce. Boy, things went fast for Libby against Tampa Bay in the fifth inning on Sunday. And Oliver Marmol is going to the bullpen. This pitching change is brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We will be back.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Jorge lost a game to the Cardinals, the season-opening series back in March. And he replaces Matthew Liberatore after 88 pitches, 64 strikes. Libby leaves with a one-run lead and a man on. Here's a fastball that's taken high. That was at 97 miles an hour out of the Cardinal bullpen from Alcala.
There may be a few Cardinal relievers who are down today after pitching a lot over the weekend in that Pirate series, or over the, not the weekend, but the first part of the week.
Here's a strike. 96 on that fastball, 1-1.
2 innings for Leahy yesterday in this kind of role, so it's Alcala's turn today.
Alcala, a hard thrower, hard-breaking ball, live fastball. His pitch, Hayes takes upstairs. The slider misses up and in for a ball, and the count favors Key Bryant. 2 balls and a strike.
Matt Swanson's the other guy that's the multi-inning guy that pitched the day before that. So maybe that Ollie's going to have to piece this through to get through the next 4 innings.
The infield at double play depth. The pitch. Inside, a fastball backing Hayes away, 3-1. Jose Trevino lined a single into right field, the last batter Liberatore faced. He's the runner at first, representing the tying run. The Reds about hit the Cardinals 8-6, but the Cardinals lead 4-3. Alcala with a look to first, a throw over there, and back in safely without a tag, Trevino. Hayes has been on with a walk and a fly out to right 0 for 1. He holds the bat down on the knob. The pitch on the way. A swing and a miss, 3-2. Hayes had his mind made up to swing no matter the location.
That ball was a foot high, and that was not a very selective swing there by Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Nobody out. The Reds have Trevino at first with Contreras holding. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 up and in. Now the tying run is on second. Hayes walks for the second time. And walks have been an issue for Alcala over the years. We're going to have a pinch runner at second base for Jose Trevino.
I believe that's Will Benson.
Can't see the numbers on these black uniforms.
No, but he's big enough to be Will Benson.
And you are correct, sir.
Didn't even need a number. How about that?
Benson leads at second base. Ke'Bryan Hayes away from first. And here's Espinal squaring to bunt, and he bunts it up the third base line, a perfect bunt. Gorman throws and gets the out, a sacrifice, 5-3. Second and third with one down. Top of the order now, T.J. Friedel.
Means we'll see the backup catcher with him running for Trevino. That'll be Will Banfield, who will be behind the plate. Tyler Stevenson seems like he's hurt every time we play the Cincinnati Reds. He has another injury. He broke a bone in his thumb this week.
Now Friedel, the Cardinals pinch in at the corners, and the pitch, a strike. First pitch fastball. Nick Martinez throws in the bullpen for the Cincinnati Reds. Working out of the full windup, Jorge Alcala with the pitch. Friedel swings, and he pops it up. The third baseman, Nolan Gorman, in fair play, makes the catch. Second and third, 2 outs.
That's a huge out right there. One more to go, but that is a huge out. A good pitch for Alcala, and Friedel was trying to hit the ball into the outfield, just didn't get it done.
That brings in Noelvi Marte, a homer, a single, and a strikeout facing Liberatore. The tying run is Will Benson over at third. The go-ahead run, Ke'Bryan Hayes at second base. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Looking fastball on the first pitch. Marte got a slider. Working out of the full windup with runners on second and third, Alcala pitches. And that is stroked to right field. Walker comes on, he slides, he makes the catch. Walker makes the catch, keeping the Cardinals in front by a run, leaving runners on second and third. Ricky will have the seventh, 4-3 Cardinals in Cincinnati.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB.
as he has just thrown his 84th pitch of the night. He has really settled in after giving up 4 early runs to the Cardinals. And boy, did the Cardinals dodge a bullet in the bottom of the 6th inning. A leadoff home run by Spencer Steer was 1 run, but then a diving play by Jordan Walker as Pages fouls the next delivery straight back. He's 0-2. Walker took a hit away from Noelvi Marte that would have scored 2 runs, and the Reds would have had the lead, but it's 4-3 St. Louis as we play here in the 7th inning. Pages hits that ball in the air to left field, but he got underneath that one just a little bit. He jumped at it, and he knows he just missed the pitch that he could handle. He flies out to left, and that's out number 1. Shop Miller Furniture's Labor Day clearance event now through September 9th. Save up to 75% off of all in-stock furniture, plus select custom orders. Visit one of their 4 locations, or you can go online to millerfurniture.com, MUELLER. Nathan Church is lined out and grounded out, and he fouls that one off to the left and out of play. Matthew Liberatore went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, walked 2, struck out 4. And Littell continues his work here in the 7th inning, missing outside to the Cardinals center fielder Church, who's been pretty busy in center field today. He's made several plays. I'm counting 5 of them, and at least one of them was a tough one. There's a swing and a miss at a splitter, and that is the pitch for Littell. Gordon Graceffo getting loose now for the Cardinals. Looks like he will have the 7th inning. Alcala somehow got out of the 6th inning. Next pitch to Church is fouled off. After the home run by Steer, a base hit for Trevino off of Liberatore. That chased him. Then Alcala walked the first batter he faced, Ke'Bryan Hayes. So 2 on, nobody out. The sacrifice bunt by Espinal, but he was able to get Friedel and Marte to end the inning. The 1-2 pitch to Church is taken high. 2-2. First of 3 between the Cardinals and the Reds. If the Cardinals can, I'm optimistic, but if the Cardinals could sweep this series, they would overtake the Reds. So that's something to play for. 2-2 delivery is looped into left center field, and moving over is the center fielder Friedel, and he makes the play with his glove on the right hand in the gap in left center field, and that's out number 2. So Church is 0 for 3. And back to the top of the order for the Cardinals and Lars Nootbaar. So it looks like Littell is going to go 7. Next pitch will be pitch number 93. Veteran has been an innings guy. I mean, 154 innings coming into this game. That's a lot. As he throws the first pitch, it's called a strike, and it was a strike. It wasn't caught by the catcher for some reason. Banfield, it went back to the screen, but it was a strike. Sometimes catchers are trying to frame a pitch, and they try a little too hard and actually miss the ball. I think that's what happened there. Nootbaar 0 for 3, and the pitch to him is a hit outside, just missing. Well, it was a strike, but it was called a ball. So Alcala went an inning, walked the batter, and gave up no hits and no runs. Off-speed pitch is tapped foul. 1-2 the count. And it looks like Graceffo, as I mentioned, will have the bottom of the 7th inning. So the Cardinals bullpen is going to need to be nails. It's 4-3 Cardinals as we play in the visitors' half of the 7th inning with Nootbaar at the plate, and that pitch is fouled back. Lars was leaning into that. So Lars went 0 for 20 up until the first inning yesterday, and then had a hit, and a double. So he went 0 for 20, then he went 3 for 3, and now he's 0 for 3 today. So pretty streaky indeed is the Cardinals' left fielder Lars Nootbaar. Next delivery to him is popped up on the infield. Pitcher's going for it, and he gives way to the Gold Glove third baseman. That's a good idea as Nootbaar pops out to Ke'Bryan Hayes. And we are off to the 7th inning stretch presented by Spectrum. Stay in the game with Spectrum Internet. Visit Spectrum.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
I am conflicted, watching where my steps still hanging in the
Austin Hayes, that is. The windup by Graceffo, the new pitcher, and he misses high for a ball. He's got that windup that he really kind of steps into, takes a big step back, and has a lot of body movement towards home plate. Trying to get that momentum going in that direction. He has his sign from Pajes, goes into that windup. The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. He overcooked that curveball. Seventh inning stretch was presented by Spectrum. Lightning fast speeds, major league reliability, so you can stay connected. Lights starting to take effect finally. We had a fairly early start here, a 6:42 start to be exact. Next delivery to De La Cruz is hit into right field corner. That's a hit, and it's going to the wall. Watch him run. He's going from first to second. Walker has it, gets it to Mason Wynn, but there's going to be no throw as De La Cruz slides into third base with a lead-off triple here in the bottom of the seventh inning. And he represents the tying run. And before Andujar bats, let's pause for station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network powered by Gray Bar. Infield in for the Cardinals. Great speed at third and Cruz. The pitch to Andujar is a base hit up the middle. Just like that, the Reds have tied the game. A triple and a single. Andujar with his third hit of the game. And it is now 4-4 at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati.
And a real problem for the Cardinals, who simply stopped hitting. 14 consecutive batters have been retired by Zach Littell, finishing up his outing tonight.
Dusty Blake is out of the Cardinals dugout. He's going to talk to Gordon Graceffo. As our game today is brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. So Dusty Blake wanting to make sure Graceffo kind of takes a deep breath here, but it also gives the Cardinals a chance to get somebody loose in their bullpen.
And it's Santillan warming in the bullpen now for the Reds.
Crowd being told to get loud here, and they were pretty loud on that base hit by Andujar. As the conversation is over now with Dusty Blake heading back towards the Cardinals dugout, which is on the third base side here today. The Cardinals in their road grays. And they're going to need some more runs. 4 is not enough. 4-4 is our score. And Graceffo needs a double play here with Austin Hayes at the plate, who's flied out to center field 3 times. And the first pitch to him is a called strike at the top of the zone. Austin Hayes. Bats from the right side. Graceffo checks the runner at first base. Not going. The pitch home is a breaking ball and a hanger, and he fouled it down the left field line. Thankfully, he did that. On deck, Spencer Steer, who homered just last inning. Graceffo set at the belt, and the next delivery to Hayes is grounded towards third, but foul. And again, a breaking pitch that was kind of sitting there. It didn't have a lot of sharp break to it.
Thank goodness it was inside.
Woo. Gordon's going to have to fix that quickly. A leadoff triple for De La Cruz. He scored on the base hit by Andujar, who's the runner at first base. He's only had 1 stolen base. Not a big lead. And the pitch to the home plate area is swung on and missed. He threw it by Hayes. And Hayes is asking the home plate umpire something. Maybe, did I swing at a strike or not?
It was a strike.
Also wondered whether he thought the pitch timer might have gone down. But he's out regardless.
Well, if the pitch timer runs out, there's a signal in the earpiece for the home plate umpire. You'll hear a buzzing.
Breaking pitch is low for a ball. I wonder how much a hitter pays attention to the clock at the plate that's behind the pitcher. Can kind of see it in his peripheral vision. Pitch to Steer is fouled off to the right and out of play. 1-1. Who do the Cardinals have coming up, you might ask?
Who do the Cardinals have coming up, I might ask?
Ivan Herrera, Wilson Contreras, and Nolan Gorman would be the answer. 2-3-4 for the Cardinals. The next pitch from Graceffo is swung on and missed. And there's a much better fastball, 95, with a little zip to it. He was throwing 99 last time we saw him here in this particular ballpark. Great American fastball at Great American Ballpark. Steer hit his 17th home run of the year in the 6th. Batting again in the 7th. Graceffo set at the belt, and the pitch is high for a ball. 2-2. Off for the double play to send us to the 8th inning. Home run potential for the Cardinals certainly in the 8th inning. It looks like Santillan will be the pitcher for Cincinnati. But first, it's Graceffo trying to finish off the 7th. The next delivery to Steer is swung on and missed. He struck him out with a curveball. That's 2 outs. So a triple, a single, then a strikeout and a strikeout. And now he's going to face Will Banfield, their backup catcher, who came over from the Marlins. He is a rookie. And he is in the game, and Trevino is not, which I'm okay with.
I am too.
But they wanted the speed of Benson at second base last inning. First pitch to Banfield is popped up left side, and it's going to be behind home plate, and giving it a look is Pages. Oh, and it just snuck over the screen. And into the first row, essentially. It's not even a row. It's just where some folding chairs are. Banfield, who played at the same place Sonny Gray played, Vanderbilt University. He's doing the catching now. He is making his major league debut this year, looking for his first major league hit. He's 0 for 3, and the pitch to him is in the dirt. So Banfield is in the fire here, and he's in the fire because, again, Tyler Stevenson went on the injured list. The Reds have several players on that injured list. And what he did is he fractured his thumb, his left thumb. Banfield at the plate. Graceffo delivers to him. Swing and a miss. He threw it by him. 1-2.
Big pitch here for Graceffo. Tie ball game at 4 in the 7th inning.
And the next pitch to him is in the dirt. He actually committed to Vanderbilt but never signed because he signed out of high school. But he had committed to play at Vandy. Boy, do they have a good baseball program there.
Do they ever.
Two balls, 2 strikes. You don't want to go 3-2, so you need a strike here. Why do you not want to go 3-2? Well, there's a couple of reasons. You're in danger of walking the guy.
In danger of going 4-2.
You're in danger of going 4-2. You're in danger of throwing a cookie because you don't want to go 4-2. And you also have the runner moving. And a double is a danger of being a run. So strike here, please. The 2-ball, 2-strike pitch from Graceffo to Banfield. He holds down to 1, and the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3 strikeouts in a row for Graceffo, but he did give up a run. We are going to the 8th inning. John will have the play-by-play, and the Cardinals and the Reds are...
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Zach Littell, Matthew Liberatore started the game tonight. They will not figure in the decision. Fastball outside, 2-0. Nick Martinez at 35 years old. He's 10-10 with a 4.67 ERA this year. The pitch. High for ball 3, 3-0. I think Nick Martinez has pitched a whole game out in the bullpen before coming on here in the 8th inning. 3-0 for Ivan Herrera, the Cardinal DH. And he takes outside a 4-pitch walk. So after the Reds tied it up, the Cardinals have the go-ahead run on. Join us on Saturday, September 6th at Ballpark Village. When Edward Jones and the Cardinals proudly induct Al Roboski, Walt Jocketty, and Edgar Renteria as the newest members of the Cardinals Hall of Fame. The induction ceremony begins at 3 p.m. The Hall of Fame sponsored by Edward Jones. Wilson Contreras does not have a hit tonight, and he takes a strike.
Boy, that 4-pitch walk, frustrating for a manager or pitching coach, but also for the pitcher. I mean, you know, Nick Martinez is a veteran guy. He's been around the game and been a good pitcher for a long time. That is not plan A for him.
Martinez from the stretch, the pitch. Contreras swings and misses a ball that goes through the catcher all the way to the backstop. You talk about not seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand. A wild pitch allows the go-ahead run, Herrera, to make second base.
I mean, that was not a good swing, clearly by Contreras, but I wonder if the swing may have aided in the ball not being found by the catcher out of the dirt.
And we're going to have a pinch runner for Ivan Herrera. And this is Hampson. The last time the Cardinals played here, Hampson was a Cincinnati Red. And Garrett Hampson, wearing the birds on the bat now, runs at second base.
And one of the guys that kind of took over on the roster for him is Will Benson. He's the guy that pinch ran in the last inning for the Reds.
The go-ahead run at second base. Wilson Contreras in the hole 0-2. Martinez from the stretch. No look to second, the pitch. Up and in, and Wilson had to do the limbo to get out of there. Close shave there. I think Ricky has an attendance guess.
Could you just tell by looking at me? I mean, how did you know?
I could tell by keeping my ears open. Here's Wilson Contreras on 1-2. Low for ball 2.
My attendance guess, 21,587.
On this Friday night, August 29th, 2025. And they've seen a close game. The Cardinals got ahead 4-2. The Reds scored in the 6th and the 7th to tie the game. The pitch on the way for Contreras. He strokes it to right field. And that's going to send Marte back. He makes the catch. Tagging, Hampson is going to make third. So a productive out for Wilson Contreras.
You bet it was.
After some interesting swings leading to 2 strikes.
And even the 2-strike swing, I mean, it was such a short swing, and he just kind of guided it to right field, but hit a long way to right field, long enough to get Hampson to third. I'm not sure Herrera gets to third on that. So the pinch running was a good move on the Cardinals side. Now it's up to Nolan Gorman. Can't have a strikeout here.
He has struck out twice tonight facing Zach Littell. The infield plays in tight for the Reds. Hampson leads at third. Gorman swings and foul tips that one past their catcher Banfield. The walk to Herrera that started the 8th inning broke a string of 14 consecutive batters retired. That was by Zach Littell finishing his 7-inning outing. A runner at third, the pitch. High, and that one almost got away from Banfield.
Hampson was alert. He was thinking about coming down that line. If that ball got away from Banfield, he was taken off. So he was very, very alert down there.
Nolan Gorman with a 1-1 pitch coming his way from Nick Martinez. Gorman swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck, it's Mason Wynn. The Cardinals 4 and the Reds 4. Game 1 of a 3-game series. Back home on Monday to play the Athletics. Batter's timeout for Gorman. He puts the left foot down on the back line of the batter's box. Taps home plate with the bat. Rocks the bat back and forth. Martinez to the left-handed batting Nolan Gorman. Gorman swings and gets this one in the air. It's short right center field. The catch is made by Marte coming down the line and then stopping. It's Hampson. The ball was not hit far enough to get the go-ahead run in.
Marte showing off his arm, but that was very shallow right field, and Hampson did the right thing, at least drawing the throw. Make him throw, because who knows, maybe short hops the catcher, ball gets away and you score. And Martinez was in the right spot backing up home, and the throw was right on the money too.
Now 2 down, and Mason Wynn is up. The Cardinals were in a 2-out situation in the second when Pedro Pajes slammed a 2-run homer, his 10th of the year. That put the Cardinals ahead 3-2, and then Wynn drove in a run in the third to make it 4-2. The Reds have since scored in the 6th and 7th, tying the game at 4.
In our game tomorrow, we talked about it, but Michael McGreevy and Andrew Abbott, you're talking about 2 guys that know how to pitch. McGreevy a little younger than Abbott, but both guys really know what they're doing. That's going to be a fun game tomorrow.
A mound visit by Will Banfield. He's behind the plate. Martinez is trying to work around a leadoff walk and a wild pitch. The pitch to the Cardinals shortstop, and Mason Wynn has to bail out of the way of a high and tight fastball. He lost his helmet in the process. That was right at his batting helmet. He ducked to the inside and just got out of the way.
Well, he's throwing a split finger, and that sometimes can have erratic behavior, and that's what that was. It wasn't a fastball. It had an odd spin on it because he was, again, just kind of choking it off in between his fingers, and it just got away from him.
Hampson leads away from third base. Martinez from the stretch, his pitch. Wynn takes low, 2 balls, no strikes.
And with that erratic type behavior on a pitch, he's one wild pitch away or one pass ball away from giving the Cardinals the lead here.
Hampson is the go-ahead run at third base, but 2 outs in the Cardinals' 8th. The pitch. Wynn takes ball 3 low, 3 balls, no strikes. It was a 4-pitch walk to Herrera that opened up the 8th inning. Herrera advanced on a wild pitch, replaced by Hampson as a pinch runner. Hampson advanced on a flyout by Contreras, but couldn't score on the short fly to right field by Gorman. The 3-0 pitch. Wynn looks at a fastball strike. The 4-seam fastball at 94 from Nick Martinez. Mason Wynn looking to give the Cardinals the lead right here. The 3-1 pitch to him. Wynn tried to check his swing, and he could not. He offered on an inside pitch. And it's 3-2. Wynn back in. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Go ahead run at third. Top half of the 8th inning, a Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. And Mason uses the batter's timeout. It has been an interesting plate appearance with a pitch right at his batting helmet on the first offering. And then the check swing on what would have been ball 4 on an inside pitch. Now 3-2 with 2 outs. Martinez to Wynn. A swing, and there's a drive left field. That's hit down the line. That ball gets down fair. The go-ahead run scores on a double by Mason Wynn. The Cardinals lead 5-4 in the 8th inning.
Mason continues to shine with runners in scoring position. Picks up his 2nd RBI of the game. And what a huge moment that was as he hit that one right down the line. Didn't get it on the fat part of the bat, but found the right place for that ball into the corner. A double for Mason Wynn, his 27th of the year.
Now the Cardinals can add on with Thomas Saggese at the plate. Saggese has a double and 3 at-bats. He takes a fastball from Martinez, strike 1. The 27th double for Mason Wynn produces RBI number 49. Wynn leads away from second base. Espinal plays close to the bag. Here's a swing, and the ball is popped, and it's going to be caught in foul territory by Steer, the first baseman. Saggese fouls out. but a clutch hit by Mason Wynn cashes in on a leadoff double in the 8th inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th in Cincinnati with the Cardinals back in front 5-4.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1920.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see.
7. Hayes swings, fouls another one off to the right, 0-2. Gordon Graceffo gave up a lead triple to Ellie De La Cruz, and on the first pitch to Miguel Andujar, Andujar singled up the middle, tying the score at 4. After that, Austin Hayes, Spencer Steer, and Will Banfield all struck out. The pitch to Hayes bounces. And that one hit Pedro Pajes, who's slow to get up. New ball thrown to the mound by DJ Rayburn, the home plate umpire, giving Pajes a moment. That one hit Pajes on the right arm. Pedro goes through the signs now by way of pitch com, and young Gordon Graceffo, the third Cardinal pitcher of the night, deals on 1-2 to Ke'Bryan Hayes. A slider low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's Hayes, Santiago Espinal, and TJ Friedel, 8-9-1. The Cardinals have won 4 out of 7 against the Reds in 2025. The sidestep, the kick, the pitch. And that's rolled slowly up the third base line. The Cardinals lost here on the 28th of April, 3-1. Then won a doubleheader on the 30th. The 29th game was rained out. 6-0, 9-1. Graceffo was the winner in Game 2. Then Cincinnati won 9-1 on the 1st of May. The Cardinals took 2 out of 3 in St. Louis on the 20th, 21st, 22nd of June. The pitch. Fastball outside, a full count. Ke'Bryan Hayes walked in the 4th facing Liberatore. He walked in the 6th inning facing Alcala. Now a 3-2 count as he bats against Gordon Graceffo in the 8th. The windup, the kick, the payoff pitch. Fouled off to the right. Ke'Bryan Hayes, 28 years old. Turned pro out of high school in Tomball, Texas. Here's another 3-2 pitch from Gordon Graceffo to the leadoff batter for the Reds in the 8th inning. Ke'Bryan Hayes swings and hits a drive deep right center field. Church back at the wall, and that is gone. A game-tying home run for Key Brian Hayes. His 5th home run of the year, and it's his 3rd for the Reds. The leadoff man has been able to get on the last 2 innings and score against Graceffo. We're tied at 5.
Just like that.
After all that work to take the lead, 1 swing and a deep count put Graceffo in that position, but 1 swing ties it. Now Espinal, a swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. The throw for an out. Too bad he didn't walk.
Yeah. Well, it's just what we talked about, the bad things that can happen when you don't take care of business 2-2. You get to 3-2, and bad things can happen, and they just did.
And here's Oliver Marmol on a slow walk to the mound. JoJo Romero's coming in. This pitching change is brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care, feeding Cardinals fans across the nation, and we'll be right back.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm not releasing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feeling discontent.
Friedel shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes outside. Looked like he had that bat out over the plate when the ball was caught by Pajes. But it's called ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch by JoJo. That's in there, 2-1.
Good numbers for JoJo this year. 53 games, now 54, 2.25 ERA, and he has 5 saves for the Cardinals.
The pitch, Friedel shows bunt, and he pulls the bat back, taking ball 3. Looked like he offered on that, too. 3-1. The Cardinals pinch in at the corners, guarding against a bunt. And there's ball 4 away. The go-ahead run is on with 1 out. And Noelvi Marte, a right-handed batter, coming up.
Now the Reds can go to running, too, with Friedel. That's a possibility.
He's 11 out of 12 stealing bases. Marte was denied a hit with runners at second and third in the 6th inning. A line drive and a sliding catch by Walker left 2 runners on. The infield at double play depth. Marte is grounded into 3, and he takes ball 1 as JoJo is having difficulty finding the strike zone. He's thrown just 1 strike to 2 batters. Romero looks to first base. The pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. JoJo's digging a hole here. The go-ahead run is Friedel. Great speed over at first base. The pitch, Marte takes a strike. 2-1.
That's a gutsy pitch, a backdoor slider, 2-0.
And it was up a little bit in the zone. It's a short porch to right and right center here. The pitch in the dirt, rolling away from Pajes. A wild pitch puts Friedel the go-ahead run at second with 1 out. Let's pause for an ID here on the Cardinals Network, powered by Gray Bar. The pitch is swung on and grounded foul. A 3-2 count on Noelvi Marte as Ellie De La Cruz waits on deck, and he'll be up there batting right-handed. A 5-5 game in the bottom half of the 8th inning. The Reds scored in the 7th to tie it at 4. Each team has scored a run in the 8th. Friedel leads away from second. The 3-2 pitch coming up for Noelvi Marte. Ball 4 outside. JoJo Romero has come on to walk 2. And Ellie De La Cruz is coming up. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus stream MLB Network 24/7. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for all the information. De La Cruz has a double and a triple tonight. He is lined out to center. Was called out on strikes in the 5th.
As the possibility of extra innings looms, although the Cardinals have work to do here in the 8th, and of course we have the 9th to play beyond that. But the bench players left for the Cincinnati Reds: Matt McClain, an infielder who bats from the right side, having a rough year. Gavin Lux, former Dodger, is a left-handed bat that they have. The Cardinals have Jose Fermin, and the other 2 guys on the bench are rookies that are looking to make their major league debut: Cesar Prieto and Jimmy Crooks, with both Alec Burleson and Joel Pozo going to the IL today.
And, of course, JoJo Romero is the only left-handed pitcher in the Cardinal bullpen. So Lux could be a key as we move on against right-handed pitchers out of the pen. Here's a swing and a fly ball. That's hit to deep right center field. Back on the track, Walker has it. Tagging at second, going to third, TJ Friedel, a long out, number 2, off the bat of Ellie De La Cruz. And when that left the bat, I thought, uh-oh.
I wasn't sure about that one, but boy, I got worried about it as it went because it just kept going. De La Cruz, who has only had 1 home run in his last 55 games, very nearly had another one.
That brings in Miguel Andujar, who hit the first pitch he saw from Graceffo up the middle, tying the game in the 7th at 4.
Mentioned how good he is against lefties, too.
And he's trying to give the Reds the lead, as Friedel, who walked leading off the 8th, is on third. And there's a pickoff throw to first. No tag applied on Noelvi Marte. Swanson is getting ready in the Cardinal bullpen. JoJo Romero facing Miguel Andujar. And I think it's Swanson who's going to face Andujar. Here's Oliver Marmol out of the Cardinal dugout, and a pitching change brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We will be back.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show.
One more strike to get.
The runners lead at first and third. We're in the bottom of the eighth. A swing and a miss. He offered on a pitch outside, a slider, and the ball was picked up by Pages, tagging Andujar out. We're going to the ninth, tied at 5 in Cincinnati.
We all make plans for the future.
Take a hack at
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent.
Fouled straight back. Pagan has 25 saves and 30 save opportunities. However, in this case, he's in a tie game. 5-5 in the ninth inning. Nick Martinez, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run earned. He had a walk and a wild pitch. The pitch to Walker outside.
Always a question about the strategy there when you're at home. Do you use your closer in the ninth inning? Well, I would. I certainly would. He's your best guy out there. Why not use him for the ninth and hope to score in the bottom of the ninth?
The opponent's bat 157 against him. Walker could swing again, fouls it straight back. Jordan hit a home run yesterday, capping off a 4-1 victory over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Today he's reached on an error, a caught stealing, a strikeout, and a fly ball to right center field for an out.
Pagan originally drafted by Seattle, pitched with Oakland, Tampa Bay, San Diego, Minnesota, and now Cincinnati. He's had a couple years where he's been a closer at the big league level.
1-2 on Jordan Walker. The pitch to him. A swing, and this is popped up. Foul over our heads. Walker's had some pretty good swings against Pagan as he tries to straighten one out here to get on base leading off the ninth inning. The Reds have out hit the Cardinals 11-7. Cincinnati has made a couple of errors. And the Reds have left 11 on while the Cardinals have stranded 4. We're tied at 5. The pitch, Walker swings and he drives it right center field. And it's going to be caught at the wall by Marte. Hit that off the end of the bat still. He hit it a long way.
And you were right on the fact that Jordan had good swings against Pagan that ended with that swing that very nearly gave the Cardinals the lead again.
Pedro Pages hit a 407-foot home run with an exit velocity of 107.2 miles an hour in the second inning. It made the second deck in left field. Now he's facing Emilio Pagan. Slider high for a ball. 1 out of 3 tonight for Pages, who in August has hit 4 home runs, driving in 14. Right-hander against right-hander. Pedro swings, and he drives that one deep left field, back to the wall, and it's off the wall. Pages digging for second to throw in, safe at second base. He didn't miss a home run by much there.
I thought for sure that was going to carry out and go over the wall and left. It's 328 down the line, and he very nearly had a multi-home run game as he hit that ball sharply, and it just didn't quite carry enough, hitting high off the wall in left field. And it's going to be Jose Fermin running for Pages, representing the potential go-ahead run.
And how about this? Jimmy Crooks is going to make his Major League debut catching in the bottom of the ninth inning.
How about that? Either in a tie game or in a game that the Cardinals are leading. I love it. I love it. Put him right in the fire.
Here's rookie Nathan Church. From the stretch, Pagan looks to second. The pitch for Church, a swing and a foul ball back. He had a good swing on the first pitch fastball.
What an August for Pedro Pages offensively. And defensively, for that matter, but definitely the offense has been outstanding.
4 home runs, 14 RBIs, batting around .340 for August. The pitch to Nathan Church. He swings and fouls a high fastball back to the screen. 0-2 with 1 out. Walker sent one to the wall in right center field, hauled in by Noelvi Marte. Then a double off the wall and left for Pedro Pages. Pages has been removed for pinch runner Jose Fermin. Fermin takes his lead. Ellie De La Cruz plays in behind him, trying to shorten the lead. With Pagan pitching, there goes the runner for third, and he is out by a mile. What's going on there? Just gave them an out. The Cardinals have lost 2 runners on the bases tonight.
The second time they thought they had a tell on a pitcher, and he took off the second. He lifted his foot, and Fermin is thrown out at third base, and it wasn't even close. My goodness.
Not even close at all. A base running mistake. 0-2 on Church. Now the pitch in the dirt, and the Cardinals have taken their experienced catcher out of the game for a pinch runner and a base running mistake. Nobody on. 2 outs. Here's Pagan with the pitch. Church, a defensive swing, sends one foul. That goes back to the screen, keeping his bat alive here with a 1-2 count. On deck, Lars Nootbaar. Well, Fermin needs a pick-me-up now. Church has 1 home run in the big leagues. The pitch by Pagan, a swing and a miss. We go to the bottom of the ninth, tied at 5.
When the game's on the line, you can always count on your team.
Burning the bridge that keeps
Over to third to keep Brian Hayes, and now the Reds need a run to win it in the bottom of the ninth. Ball one low away to Austin Hayes. Hayes 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly and a run batted in. The right-handed batter checks his swing and takes low, ball 2 from Matt Swanson. The bottom of the ninth, it's Hayes, Steer, and their rookie catcher, Will Banfield. The 2-0 pitch here from Swanson, fouled back, and Hayes was all geared up for the fastball.
Boy, was he ever. He had a big swing at that. If the Cardinals can somehow put up a 0 here in the bottom of the ninth, they would have Nathan Church as the designated runner. That's not a bad choice.
But that's 3 outs away, that possibility. The pitch on the way, in there for a strike. Hayes gave up on it. And that was a good, hard breaking ball that broke over the inside half of the plate for strike 2. Miguel Andujar struck out, missing an outside slider in the 8th inning. Swanson's pitch is fouled back to the screen.
So it's fun that we've got a Cardinal making his major league debut. Jimmy Crooks behind the plate. The scouting report on him is good at blocking balls and good at receiving, but has a plus arm. We saw him a bunch in spring training, and he's making his major league debut in the bottom of the 9th inning in a tie game.
Crooks puts down the target, the pitch. Outside, 3-2.
What I do like is he's catching a pitcher that he's
familiar with.
Yep.
Exactly. Working together at Memphis this year. Crooks out of the University of Oklahoma. He puts down the target. The 3-2 pitch from Swanson. Swung on and fouled back our way. Hit the window of the next booth.
Sure did.
Austin Hayes. He's 0 for his last 6. 9 out of his last 30 with a homer and 6 RBIs. Matt Swanson on 3-2 with nobody out in the 9th inning. A foul ball, that goes back. And that may have been ball 4 he offered on. Austin Hayes is 30 years old.
That one hit a window to the booth to our left. I guess we're next.
He came up with Baltimore in 2017. Moved on to Philadelphia last year, Cincinnati this year. The 3-2 pitch from Swanson to Hayes. Jammed him in a foul ball over to the Cardinal dugout.
It's a good battle here.
Hayes says something to the home plate umpire, DJ Rayburn, on the way back around behind home plate to the right-handed batter's box as he was diving out over the plate on the last foul ball. Newbar plays way off the left field line over in left center for the right-handed batter. Swanson's pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. And Jimmy Crooks fires the ball to third, and the Cardinals throw the ball around the infield. 2 batters faced, 2 strikeouts out of the bullpen for Matt Swanson. And now he has to deal with Spencer Steer. Steer hit his 17th home run of the year in the 6th inning. Working out the stretch with nobody on, Swanson's pitch is hit high in the air. Short left field. Here comes Nootbaar. He has it. 2 down in the 9th inning. And Will Banfield, he has to bat. He's the only other catcher on their roster. After Terry Francona ran for Trevino back in the 6th inning with Will Benson, Banfield has been on behind the plate since then. So 2 very young catchers at the home plate area. Jimmy Crooks going through the signs for Matt Swanson. Banfield at the plate. The pitch, a swing and a foul ball out of play down the right field line.
Got a rookie pitcher who's having a good year. You've got a rookie catcher making his major league debut, and you've got a rookie catcher at the plate looking for his first big league hit. Youthful game here.
Banfield at the plate. The pitch to him. Right down the middle. Strike 2. 0-2. If we go to the 10th, Nathan Church will be the designated runner. Then Nootbaar, Herrera, and Contreras. Ball in the dirt, and that rolls away from Jimmy Crooks. Crooks throws a new ball to the mound, and the bat boy comes out to retrieve the other one.
Actually, it'll be Hampson.
I said Herrera. It's Hampson in that role right now. because he ran for Herrera. The 1-2. Foul ball back to the screen, and that was a good swing by Vanfield. The Cardinals got a run on a Herrera home run in the first inning. The Reds got 2. The Cardinals came back with 2 of their own and added on to go up 4-2. Here's a ball that's looped into center field. The first major league hit for Banfield. And the winning run is on, leading to Key Brian Hayes. So the Reds aren't finished in the 9th inning. Banfield struck out the first time up tonight, but there is his first major league hit.
Contreras actually gave him the baseball. How about that? I don't think he can carry it around the field with him. He's going to have to give that one up, but that's a moment he'll never forget.
Now Key Brian Hayes. Hayes homered in the 8th inning. The pitch by Swanson. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Banfield is the winning run at first base. He just collected the Reds' 12th hit of the game. We're tied at 5. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Swanson trying to send this to extras. A slider a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander against right-hander. 28-year-old Key Brian Hayes, the former Pirate. The pitch on the way, a swing and a foul, and that goes into the Reds' dugout. No, off the screen at the Reds' dugout. Somebody went bailing out of the way. Not a bad idea. With the players leaning against the padded railing, the top step of the dugout. We're in the bottom of the 9th. 5-all in Cincinnati. 1-2 on Key Brian Hayes. The pitch by Swanson. Slider, strike 3 called. Ricky has the 10th. Church will be the designated runner. We're tied at 5.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said.
Fouls the first pitch straight back, strike 1. 5 runs on 8 hits for the Cardinals. They have not made an error, and they've stranded only 4. The Reds have 5 runs on 12 hits. They've made 2 errors, and they've stranded 12 already in this game.
I mean, they could have put this game away several times before the end of the ninth.
The one-strike pitch to Newbar is hit hard into center field. That's backing up the center fielder, Friedel. And at the track, he makes the catch and goes into the wall. But tagging from second and going to third is Church. And the Cardinals now have the runner at third base as Newbar gave that one a ride. A productive out for Lars, and he almost got more than that. Santillan pitched 3 times on this last road trip that the Reds were on, where they struggled. They lost 6 of their last 7 games. But in 3 games, he pitched 3 1/3 innings and had 5 strikeouts and did not give up a run.
Cesar Prieto is making his Major League debut, batting for Hampson.
How about that? So it's going to be Prieto. So every Cardinals in this game, and we're going to have a mound visit. I believe that's is that Terry Francona? No, it's not. It's the pitching coach, Derek Johnson, because he's going to want to talk about Prieto here to Santillan, who may not know him. So the Cardinals have used everybody on their bench. It's been a team game. The Reds now have Lux and McLean left, and Prieto has a chance to give the Cardinals the lead with the runner at third base, Church.
One of Prieto's teammates at Memphis, 295 at Memphis, 33 walks, 60 strikeouts. He had 9 homers, 62 RBIs, and 119 hits.
The infield is in for Prieto, making his Major League debut. First pitch inside for a ball. He's a hitter, as you mentioned, 295, not a big power guy, but he puts the ball in play. We saw him a lot in spring training. He's from Cuba. He is up on the plate. And the next pitch to Prieto is fouled off to the left. He had a pretty good hack at that, 1-1.
Well, the Cardinals got Prieto from the Baltimore Orioles in the Jack Flaherty deal August 1st, 2023.
So the infield is in. Can Prieto get this ball into the outfield with Church taking his lead at third? Santillan delivers home and a swing and a miss. He got him to swing over top of a off-speed pitch, and the count's now 1-2. He needs to protect here. That was a nasty breaking ball there. On deck is Wilson Contreras. We are in extra innings, tied at 5. Santillan is set, and the pitch to Prieto is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Cesar Prieto strikes out with a man at third base. 2 nasty breaking balls from Santillan, who's having a outstanding season that we've mentioned. 66 games now, 2.70 ERA for Santillan.
Well, big-time players make big plays. And the stage is set here for Wilson Contreras to give the Cardinals the lead with 2 down in the 10th.
And the first pitch to him is tapped to the left side. It's going to be a tough play for the charging De La Cruz. In the dirt, he threw it away. In the dirt. And the Cardinals take the lead. The throw was in the dirt, and Contreras was hustling all the way. And the low throw results in a Cardinals lead. 6-5 Cardinals here in the 10th inning. As Contreras hit a slow roller to shortstop, and charging hard was De La Cruz, and he couldn't get his man.
I smell the coffee brewing. The Cardinals scored 6. Swing on by on the run tomorrow. Grab your favorite fountain drink, frozen drink, or hot coffee for a throwback price of just 25 cents. It's on and on the run tomorrow.
So Contreras now at first base with Gorman at the plate. And the pitch to Nolan is taken high. 6-5 Cardinals in the 10th. So the hard work will be in the bottom of the 9th inning, because they'll have keep Brian Hayes at second base with nobody out. All for some more runs as the next delivery is high to Gorman. Love to see him run into one. Gorman is 1 for 4 in this game. He struck out twice. He flied out to right the other time. The base hit came in the 3rd inning.
2 errors tonight for Ellie De La Cruz.
And 3 total errors for the Reds. The pitch to Gorman is a check swing, but a called strike, 2-1. Not the pitch he was looking for. Santillan checks the runner at first base. And here is the pitch to the Cardinal third baseman Gorman, and that's high for a ball, 3-1. So maybe a go pitch here for Nolan Gorman, or a walk would do with Mason Wynn due up next.
Wynn has had a couple of clutch hits in this game tonight, driving in 2.
Nathan Church scored the go-ahead run here in the 10th inning. Contreras, the runner at first base, 3-1 the count to Gorman, and the pitch, and that's low, ball 4. And the Cardinals now have another runner in scoring position for Mason Wynn. And before he bats, let's pause for station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Mason Wynn twice has had hits with runners in scoring position today. And the pitch to him is low and away, ball 1.
That one missed by a foot.
It sure did. Mason's average at 256, but the average over 300 in this situation. Contreras at second, Gorman at first. And the pitch to the Cardinals shortstop, Mason Wynn. Here it comes, and that's in the dirt. And what a play on the backhand by the catcher Banfield, who's making his, well, he's not making his major league debut, but he had his first major league hit here today. He only had, 6 major league at-bats.
And what made that catch on one hop even more impressive is the spin on the ball.
Absolutely. 2-0 the count on Wynn, and the pitch to him is low, 3-0. How about that? With Thomas Ajacey due up next. Take another walk. Santillan has not done that a lot. Only 23 walks against 60 strikeouts, but getting the wild bug here. 3-0 pitch, probably taking here. Here comes the pitch, and he is taking a strike, 3-1. The outfield has to respect the power of Mason Wynn, so they're not that shallow in the outfield. So Wilson Contreras could perhaps score on a base hit.
If the outfielders move at all, he can score.
And it's 3-1 to Mason. And here comes the pitch, and that's a called strike 2, 3-2. Santillan pumping in the fastball, that time at 97. Got good stuff, really good stuff. That run, of course, is unearned because it's the automatic runner in extra innings. So that's just considered a team run, not an earned run. And the error by De La Cruz also a factor in this inning. Cardinals don't have a hit in this inning, but they have a run. How about a hit here, 3-2? And here it comes to Mason Wynn, and that's fouled off to the right. Get a decent hack at that one. It'll be Key Brian Hayes, the automatic runner, in the bottom of the 10th inning, and it'll be Espinal, Friedel, and Marte. But again, they've got Lux and McLean on their bench. Mason Wynn trying to extend the Cardinals' lead. The runners go. The 3-2 pitch is hit sharply up the middle. Base hit! Mason Wynn does it again! Scoring from second base is Contreras, and the Cardinals lead 7-5. His third hit with runners in scoring position tonight.
Is he clutch or what?
My goodness.
The Cardinals aren't finished. Here's the seventh man to bat in the inning, Thomas Ajacey, who has a double and a run scored tonight.
And a big advantage for the Cardinals there that they had the runners moving on that 3-2 pitch as well. Thomas Ajacey. Can he get more? First pitch to him is popped up on the infield. This should do it. Santillan gets out of the way, and he's going to let the first baseman make the play, and that will do it for the Cardinals. But they pick up 2 unearned runs in the top of the 10th inning. We go to the bottom half. Can the Cardinals close it out? They lead 7-5 in Cincinnati.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and
and high, ball one to the pinch hitter, Gavin Lux. So only Matt McLean on the Reds bench has not played in this game for both teams. Everybody else has been in there. The next pitch to Lux is a check swing. I think he went. He did. Called strike by the home plate umpire. 1-1 the count.
Gavin Lux hitting .275 through 115 at-bats, and he has 5 home runs, 48 RBIs.
Representing the tying run in the bottom of the 10th. Ryan Fernandez delivers a pitch high for a ball. And that's the issue with Ryan, not having control problems. Can he be on top of things here tonight? Game number 21 for him.
0-2 with an 8.05 ERA. It's his 21st game indeed.
Working from the third base side of the rubber, and the next pitch is way high. Ball 3-1. And boy, you can't handle walks in the extra innings. You've already got to give up a base runner automatically. You don't want to do it again. The 3-1 pitch, here it comes, and that's a swing and a foul. Lux was jumping at that pitch, and it was in the zone. So a big payoff pitch coming up to start this inning against Gavin Lux. It feels like this is the game. Now, there's other moments that are going to come after this, but, man, you cannot walk this guy. Lux can hurt you.
That was fouled off Jimmy Crook's right hand.
Yeah, it was.
He's shaking that hand. There's no backup catcher for him.
Oh, boy, right
on top.
Right on the top of the hand. 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, just foul. Contreras got it, but in foul territory. So we'll do the 3-2 pitch again. So Hayes, you almost don't have to worry about Brian Hayes. That doesn't matter. If he scores, so what? When you get the 2 runs, you just have to get the man out at the plate. 3-2 the count. And here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it's a ball 4 slider that he was able to lay off. And that's just like a leadoff walk in a 1-run game. That's exactly what that's like. A leadoff walk to Gavin Lux has put runners at first and second for T.J. Friedel. Now the Cardinals are expecting the bunt, and I would be very surprised if he doesn't. Friedel's a good bunter. Cardinals trying to take it away, and he's swinging, and he grounds it foul. How about that? Wilson Contreras breathing down his neck, and he swung the bat. So it looks like Terry Francona wants to go for more than 2 runs. Friedel is 0 for 3 with 2 walks in this game. He's got a 1-strike count. The next pitch to him is a check swing and a ball high.
Boy, he's pitching high. And Fernandez missing low with his slider. 4-seamer at 95, but out of the zone.
The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Got him with a slider. Mason Wynn, a big hit in the top of the 10th inning to give the Cardinals the 2-run lead. But the tying run is now at first base, a 1-2 count on Friedel. A tough guy to double up, that's for sure. Gorman, Wynn, Sajasi, Contreras on the infield. Ryan Fernandez on the hot seat. The pitch, a swing and a foul. Also on the hot seat, Jimmy Crooks.
Crooks playing with a sore right hand after taking a foul ball off the top of the hand this inning.
Fernandez getting the sign from Crooks. They're on the same page. Pitch clock at 10. Here comes the delivery. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout for Ryan Fernandez. But that is just out number 1. More to come. Got him with the changeup. Changeup's been a good pitch to the Reds today. Matthew Liberatore had a good one. So now it's Noelve Marte who represents the winning run at the plate. Tying run is at first base. That's Lux. The pitch from Fernandez. A check swing. Did he go? I think he did. You bet he did. Sean Barber agrees with me. The fans don't.
Well, I agree with you too, Ricky.
Thank you. Oh, for the double play here with Marte at the plate. The 1-strike pitch from Fernandez. Here it comes. Swing and a foul at the plate. 0-2.
I think that's pretty smart on Fernandez's part, just to walk slowly to pick up that ball, to give himself a moment to gather himself, get a new ball, and go back to the mound.
He has been in these situations, at least he was last year, but this year it's been a different story from him. He's trying to kind of remember that flow, and maybe this will help him. Taking that deep breath. He's got an 0-2 count, can't make a mistake here to Marte. The next pitch, 0-2 pitch, is hit in the air to center field, straightaway center, and that's going to be handled by Church, and that's out number 2, and the Reds are down to their last out. And who do you think it is?
Well, the night so far for Marte, home run, single, strikeout, out on a sliding catch. That was Marte, double, line out, strikeout, triple, and a ball to the warning track in right center for De La Cruz. So 2 and 3 have been pretty active in this lineup, and that was a big out for Fernandez to retire Marte.
One more to go. Ellie De La Cruz, 23-year-old, batting from the left side. Fastball up and in. Moved him off the plate. De La Cruz has had a good night. He's a 2-time All-Star, including this season. Their leading home run hitter, their leading RBI guy, 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 10th. The pitch to him is a little bit outside for a ball. My goodness, that could have been called a strike. 2-0 the count to De La Cruz with Andujar up next. Let's not see him till tomorrow. Fernandez has his sign, the 2-0 delivery to De La Cruz. A swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. De La Cruz has struck out 152 times now with the strikeout in the 5th. 2-1 the count. Fernandez set. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And now it's 2-2. Got him with another slider. The helmet came off of De La Cruz. The bottom of the 10th inning has all the tension you want. 2 on, 2 out. 2-run Cardinal lead. Ryan Fernandez trying to close it out. The 2-2 pitch is low for a ball, 3-2. And that means the 2 runners will be moving. He's been able to come up with some big pitches. Can he find one more? Crowd standing here. The 3-2 pitch to De La Cruz. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck it out. And the Cardinals win it in 10. Fernandez picks up the save. 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the 10th inning, including Ellie De La Cruz to end it. Nice win for the Cardinals. Terrific moment for Fernandez. And that's the Fernandez that we saw a season ago.
The Cardinals bullpen was down to maybe one more pitcher, Andre Granillo, and it was Fernandez coming on because of the workload for Kyle Leahy. Riley O'Brien pitched in the game yesterday, but Ryan Fernandez, after a walk, was able to get his slider working again with a changeup and his fastball and leave 2 runners on. And as the Cardinals come off the field, the players and coaches come out of the dugout to shake hands on the field. The Cardinals win the opener in this series.
A terrific win, and John and I will talk more about it after this.